What's up, everybody? It's your boy here, Wayne from Car Data. We are doing Photo Booth Pros, and we are on episode 6. Super excited for this. This is a fantastic booth. We are on Southern Boulevard. This is Southern 441 Toyota. This is their photo booth. It's a very nice photo booth. It is a structure that they built specifically to have this photo booth. Again, if you watched episode 5, you'll see that I don't have a measuring tape. I need to start walking with one so I can measure these booths for you guys, and you can see the size of the booth, the height of the booth, and what you need. You could take a view at the entrance of this booth. Right, episode 5, I spoke about how small that entrance was. You can't shoot every car in there for consistency, which is one of the biggest reasons that you get a photo booth. But this photo booth is fantastic. This entrance is great. You can fit just about every single vehicle in here. And it's a very big photo booth, in my opinion. I think it's probably one of their largest, or if not, one of their largest photo booths. Now, this one just has 2 lights. For a photo booth this size, and for it being just an enclosed area, I would recommend that you probably get 2 lightings. I don't know the lumens on the lighting, but I do know they're high-powered LED lights. And I said that because they each have their own ballast on them. And these lights, they are adjustable, but I don't think they're that adjustable because of the way that the light is. You'll see on the inside here, you can't really tilt the light any more downwards because it's being blocked by the wall over here, right? So I would suggest getting 2 more lightings. Like in episode 5, you'll see 2 different lightings. That way you have sufficient lighting for your vehicles in here. This booth, I believe, was installed just 2 years ago because the guy that installs these booths, or the company that installs these booths, they put the date on them. So this was installed in 2020. Pretty good condition. This is, I think, great flooring. It's very easy to keep up with the flooring. I don't know how the dealership takes care of the flooring. That's a great question. You're probably thinking, well, who takes care of this flooring? Well, it's the dealership's photo booth. It's your responsibility as the dealer, as the owner of it, to take care of it. We sometimes, in this scenario, we'll buy a broom, we'll buy a mopping bucket, right? Because we don't want our photos to look bad. We don't want our quality to be bad. That's a reflection of us and what we do. But it's essentially the responsibility of the dealership to have the photo booth cleaned. What I've seen in the past is the machine, I forgot what the name of the machine is, that they clean the service areas with. That machine, they'll have that person come into the photo booth, 2-3 times a week and clean it out. That I think works the best if you want to make sure that you have a spectacular photo booth flooring for your photos. Real quick, just want to mention how they have their light on a timer. It's the first time I've ever seen that. I don't know the purpose of it. I mean, obviously to save electricity, right? But they have their lighting on a timer. So, I mean, we just kind of walk in. There's a light here for the booth, for the building itself. And then the photo booth light is on a timer. Again, probably just to be conservative with electricity and with power. What we do when we get here, open up the side door, we walk in, turn the lights on, start bringing our vehicles in. If you watched episode 5, you'll notice that I highly recommend a process for your dealership. If you have a specific area, in this case, this dealership does. They have mad area, a whole lot of area that they can park vehicles ready for photos, photos are done, and we can get a process going with keys. In this case, we walked a lot, which is our normal scenario. We walked a lot, look for cars that need to get done, cross-reference our list, and grab keys. But I highly recommend, for just being efficient and getting your photos done efficiently in a timely manner, which is what everybody wants, that you get a process. If you didn't watch episode 5, if you don't have a process and you want to know what that looks like, reach out to me. My name is Wayne, Car Data. My phone number is 443-413-5400. So you're wondering about the photo booth. If you haven't watched episodes 1 through 5, you're wondering how do we shoot in a photo booth, I highly recommend, and we train our people to back the car in. Well, when you're backing your car in, the only thing that's a little tricky is that the walls are white. So because the walls are white, when you're backing in, sometimes you may not know where to stop if you're using your backup camera or something like that. So just keep that in mind, making sure you know where the center of the photo booth is, centering your vehicle to the center of the circle, so that way you don't hit any of the panels, right? This photo booth has these huge wheels that it sits on, where you just rotate the booth like that. And while you're rotating it, you're rotating it so that way you can maneuver the lighting for the shots that you need. You want to make sure that you don't get any type of reflection of the lights on your car. You want to make sure that you don't get any bad shadows on your car. And then when you're shooting your interior, you want to make sure that your light is pointing on the inside. So when you open your door, you have beautiful lighting. We'll show some examples on the screen here so you can see what that looks like. But that is how you use a booth. The booth just rotates, right? And you rotate it. You could rotate it either way. It sits on a track. I think it's a great option. It's a great idea if you have the finances, if you have the space to put a photo booth. Just know that there are multiple options, whether it be a photo booth inside of a building, something that sits on the outside of your premises, something that sits in a corner somewhere, or if you just don't have any of that and you're like in a tight area, like busy metro area, right? Miami or something like that. And you're like, look, Wayne, I don't have any of that, but I want consistency and I don't want these cars in the background. That's everybody's headache. We have solutions for you. Derek, if you could do me a favor and we could throw up 1 or 2 examples here of backgrounding. We do backgrounding, and we could background all of your exterior photos so that way you still have consistency and you still take out all the distractions on the outside of the car that the customer is viewing. We all know that the customer's attention span is about 7 seconds from what we've all learned from Cox Automotive and their studies that they've done. So 7 seconds you have the customer's attention. You want to make sure that you keep their focus on the vehicle that they clicked on. We have solutions for that. Reach out to us today, Wayne with Car Data, 443-413-5400. Thank you so much for tuning in to Photo Booth Pros. Car Data, if you're looking for photos, if you're looking for a vendor, if you're looking for a partner, if you're looking for someone to be consistent and just show up and take your photos, that's all you ask of, call us today. Don't hesitate. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, comment below. We'll be sure to reach out to you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.